Well, we're here at the cemetery in Scott County where Kinnie Wagner is buried, and you're standing at your relative's grave. Can you tell us how you're related to Kinnie?
His father, Charles Monroe Wagner, was a brother to my great-grandfather, William Jackson Wagner, and they grew up in Hawkins County near Churchill, but Charles Monroe Wagner moved to Scott County and had his family here.
Is this the first time you've been to Kinnie's grave?
I've been by this road many times, but never turned off and never even knew that it was exactly here.
Well, he's got quite a few here where they laid him to rest after his life of crime and notoriety. When you were a child, when did you first learn of Kinnie Wagner?
I started hearing my father and my great uncle talk about Kinnie and how he got a raw deal and a rough deal and wasn't all as bad as he was made out to be. In later years, they talked more as I was like sort of teenager and high school and college age. And there was two camps on him. One group says he got a raw deal. He was not the murdering thug he was made out to be, and the other group is that he basically was a murdering thug. In most things, I think the truth probably is in the middle, and he was like all of us. He had his good points and bad points. He was a great shot with a gun. He could shoot almost anything. He was a ladies' man. The FBI documents we got from Federal Bureau of Investigation memoranda show that. There's been many books written about him. He was also a bronco rider, a horse tamer, which is the same thing, trained dogs, and he could get out of about any. He's only in one prison. He escaped there twice, and he was in two jails, one in Sullivan County in Bluntville, and the other one in Lucedale, Mississippi, and he escaped from both of those. So he was a pretty good escape artist.
When did you tell your own children about their cousin?
When they remembered, we were coming back from church one afternoon early, and my son immediately looked it up on the internet, and there he was. There's 3 ballads about him, and I think he found the most popular of those, which is called The Surrender of Kinnie Wagner, and it was a big seller back from about 1926 to about 1930.
What did they think of that?
Oh, they thought it was sort of cool and wanted to know more about it, and I guess they're about to find out if they read the newspaper when this comes out.
Kinnie's grave marker here says W. Kinnie Wagner. What was the W for?
His full name was William Kenneth Wagner. He went by Kinnie, Kinnie. It was misspelled various ways, and he also had all kinds of aliases, including my favorite, Squabblejaw.
Squabblejaw.
He was known as that. This were just aliases: Big Jim, Texas Slim, Kinnie spelled about any way you could imagine, and just a whole bunch of them. A lot of people, the singers of the songs, the ballads, they had aliases too. So back then it wasn't uncommon to present yourself as a different thing. But I think he did it not so much to sell records, but to maybe stay out of the eyes of the law.
So what do you hope readers get from your series?
Well, to just know that a guy who was born in 1903, February 18th, and died March 9th of 1958, was from right here in Scott County. He was the South's most notorious gunman, wanted man. He wasn't nationally known, but his funeral drew about 15,000 people to Gate City, or Weber City, the Scott County Funeral Home. And in comparison, Bonnie and Clyde fame had about 40,000 in Dallas, Texas, and Clyde had about 10,000, but Dallas was a much larger area. There were prison cars from Mississippi that came up here. So the folks in Mississippi and the prison actually had sort of they made him a trustee. They trusted him, even though he broke out twice.
Okay, well, thanks for letting us know what you know, and we'll look forward to that story.
Thank you.